use with Give Plus. Your password will not be effective. Probably you have to say, I forgot password. They'll send you a password reset link, and then reset your password, and then go from there. Once again, we're trying to make it as convenient as possible. This isn't our doing, but you know how technology is. These companies buy out, and they don't ask us what you think. Next thing we know, they've made a change, and so we'll have to change with them. And this app is even a little easier than Give Plus. KT family, thank you so much. Once again, you must do this before September the 30th. Give Plus will no longer be available, and you need to download the Vanco mobile app. Thank you, KT. KT family, it's concerning our contributions, our mobile contributions, effective September the 30th. The Give Plus mobile app will no longer be available. We must download the Vanco mobile app, which will replace the Give Plus mobile app. And of course, you need to go to your store, whether it's Android, which would be Google Play Store. If you got an Apple, of course it'd be an Apple App Store. And type in Vanco mobile app, and it will come up, Vanco Mobile Faith Engagement. Download and install this app, and then proceed to log in. Log in the same information, your email that you use with Give Plus. Your password will not be effective. Probably you have to say, I forgot password. They'll send you a password reset link, and then reset your password, and then go from there. Once again, we're trying to make it as convenient as possible. This isn't our doing, but you know how technology is. These companies buy out, and they don't ask us what you think. Next thing we know, they've made a change, and so we'll have to change with them. And this app is even a little easier than Give Plus. KT family, thank you so much. Once again, you must do this before September the 30th. Give Plus will no longer be available, and you need to download the Vanco mobile app. Thank you, KT.
The leadership team at the Kingsley Terrace Church of Christ is keenly interested in the well-being of our members. During the past year, we have come to understand the seriousness of this pandemic and have done everything we can to minimize its impact. 90% or so of our congregation has been vaccinated for COVID, which means that we continue to be very concerned about the remaining 10%. Therefore, we thought it prudent to make our concerns more relevant by allowing everyone in our congregation the opportunity to hear actual accounts of COVID activity from our members who have lived the experience.
Hello, KT family. Y'all know me, Sister Octavia Garrett, and I'm strongly urging you to get vaccinated. I know that you, like me, are hearing all sorts of rumors about the vaccine, how they didn't know what they were doing, even though they knew what they were doing when they developed vaccines for whooping cough, pneumonia, influenza, polio, etc. Some are saying that they came out with it too quickly, although they've been working on this vaccine for 10 years. Or it's the government's way of getting rid of black and brown people. Well, guess what? Dr. Kinesia Corbett, a sister, a black female, led the team that developed the vaccine. Read it for yourself. Some of you are even saying that it's the government's way of tracking us. Well, guess what? Let me tell you this. I've worked for government as an IMPD officer for over 32 years. If the government wants to track you, it doesn't need a vaccine to do so. If you own a cell phone, they can track you. Some of you receive stimulus checks and haven't worked or filed taxes in many years. Or have moved 2 or 3 times, but they found you. How? They tracked you. And if they had problems tracking you, you were on the internet and the telephone letting them know how and where to find you. So tracking you isn't an issue. Being a first responder, I had the opportunity to receive my shot in late January, which I did willingly because not only do I work with the public as a police officer, but I also like to travel. Thank God I did, because at the beginning of July, I contracted COVID. It started with a simple headache, the sinus pressure kind. I believe that I had the typical seasonal allergies. So I grabbed my over-the-counter sinus medication that I always use when my sinuses bother me. However, this time it wasn't working. My daughter, who works in the medical field, pushed me to go to the urgent care office and get tested for COVID. My thought was, I've been vaccinated. There's no way that I can have COVID. After 2 days of moving from bed to the sofa and then back to the bed again all day long, because I didn't have energy enough to do much else, I decided to go get tested. When the doctor came in and told me that I had COVID and that I was going to have to ride it out, honestly, I began tearing up. I told the doctor, but I've been vaccinated, to which she responded, and I'm glad you did. That's what's going to keep you alive, out of the hospital, and off of a ventilator. I experienced most of the listed COVID symptoms for several days, and then they began to subside. I am a firm believer that the vaccine, along with God, played a fundamental part in things not taking a turn for the worse. I believe that because of the vaccine, I am speaking to you today instead of you visiting me at Crown Hill. Brothers, sisters, and friends, I am not saying that the vaccine will keep you from catching COVID. They can't and don't promise that, but it will definitely increase your chances of staying out of the hospital and alive. I can't imagine not being able to see my mom or hug my loved ones and love on my grandkids. If you won't do it for yourself, do it for those you love and who depend on you. Let's beat this COVID thing together. Be safe and be blessed.
In the aisle. No, you be out of the aisle.
Yeah, you can't really get it. Test one. Test 1 2. Test 1.